everybody, this is Troy Sosnovic. This is a follow-up video to the Zoom demonstration I provided yesterday. I've received many comments asking me to go more in depth in Screencastify, which is what I used to record yesterday's demo. Screencastify is a really nice tool that allows you to create videos like this for like a class or a flipped classroom environment, and allows you to do online presentations, and it seamlessly integrates in with Google Classroom and other platforms. So I'm going to go over some of the features and how to use it. And there are a couple different methods on how to capture videos like we're doing right now. In order for me to demo Screencastify, I'm actually using Google Meet to record this video. So similar to Screencastify, I could present and also create recordings, but it doesn't have the integration in with Google Classroom, which you'll see. So let's begin. I'm going to start by sharing my screen. All right, so you should see my screen hopefully. So the first thing you're going to do is install Screencastify. To do that, you need to use the Chrome browser. I already have it installed, but I'm going to show you how to get to it. So you're going to go to chrome.google.com. It brings me to the web store, hopefully. Oh, that's not it. Let's see. Web store. So, yeah, chrome.google.com. I'm not sure why I didn't bring it to me. Once I'm here, I could come into the store. I could search Screencastify. It will load in the extensions list. As you can see here, it just says rate it for me because it's already installed. And how do I know it's installed? Well, you could look up in my upper right-hand corner. You could see the icon for it. Now, if this is the first time you're installing it, you would actually click Add to Chrome. It would take you through a couple confirmation steps, and then it would automatically install it into your Chrome browser. So now that you have Screencastify installed, let's check out how we would use it. So let me go back to, let's say, google.com. So to start a Screencastify session, all you would need to do is click on Screencastify. It would load the extension, and it gives you a couple different options. The first one is the browser tab. So if I wanted to only allow somebody to see a certain browser tab that I have open, I like using the desktop mode because I could then select the entire screen, and it allows me to navigate in and out of different screens if I have like a presentation, or if I want to bring up a different document or multiple documents. This is the most handy. If I wanted to do something like I'm going to just provide a lesson, maybe I want to do an introductory prompt on my lesson, and I don't need anything more than just me talking, I could just go webcam mode, and it would just record me and my video. But for today's demo, I'm going to go desktop lesson. Make sure that your microphone's enabled and your webcam's enabled, and you can see that it's actually working correctly because the audio indicator is jumping. When you're ready, you're going to click record. You're going to select which screen you want to use. Now, I am using my laptop, and my laptop has another monitor connected to it, so it actually will show each of my monitors up. I'm going to select the screen that I want. If you're doing this just on your laptop, you'll only see one screen. Click share. Gives you a countdown, and once that countdown is up, it's recording. It's also, you can tell recording by the indicator up here on the Screencastify icon. It will also put a bar at the bottom that says you are sharing your screen if you want to stop it at any point. I have it by default opening up with an icon, or not an icon, but a window that will show me. You could close this if you want to. We don't need it right now. The Screencastify tools are on the left. Now, anything we're doing right now is being recorded. So as I'm navigating around or going to different websites, or maybe opening up different documents, like I just opened up Adobe Reader here, it will record everything on this screen. So one tip I'm going to tell you, like I just did before, clean off your desktop, right? You don't want to have anything in terms of sensitive files or something along those lines, or pictures or something that you might not want somebody to see, because once you click record, it's recording everything. Going back to my screen, some of the tools that are available, you'll see in the lower left-hand corner here, Screencastify loads tools for you. So you have a pause. So for example, if you wanted to pause the recording as you transition in and out of different content, you could do that by clicking pause, bring up your next document, click record again. It will automatically tie those videos together. That way you don't have maybe any dead space as you're transitioning materials. The pointer is nice. You could do a focus mouse. So I click on the focus mouse. I could sit here and it will highlight, very specific areas that I'm using. I could turn that off, or I could select the highlight code. So if I go highlight click, so if I click on something, you'll see that it actually puts a red circle around it. There's an annotation tool. So if I wanted to, I could click here, and if I wanted to draw, or if I was doing, something like this, I'm thinking maybe younger grades or what have you, you could annotate the screen as well. You could also erase by using the eraser tool, and then enable webcam turns that box on and off down here. That's basically it, and all there is to this tool. It's pretty easy to use. Once you get the hang of it, you can make videos pretty quickly. Now, I'll give you another practical example. So somebody might want to do a say you have a presentation you want to give. So I would launch my presentation. I have this board presentation Jen and I did a couple months ago. I might load that. I might, go through my presentation. I might do it with my webcam on, so that, the kids, students could see me as I'm, presenting the material. And if I have multiple, again, documents, I could bring them up in this. It allows you to navigate and control your entire computer as you're recording. Now, when you're done, you're ready to go. All you have to do is click stop sharing. Give it a second. Sometimes it takes a second. It will automatically load for you. As you can see, it's actually doing a playback. And let me pause that by clicking on it. See, hide. So you can see my length of video was 4 minutes. You could actually crop if you wanted to any piece of the video, if you wanted to shorten the ends, or just maybe shorten it into the middle. The first thing you're going to want to do is title your video. So Screencastify demo. Once I title my video, it will actually allow me to share it out to Google Classroom. So now that I've created this or renamed it, I have a couple different share options, and I think this is where it is awesome in terms of its integration in the Google ecosphere versus doing this on Google Meet and then having to go to your drive, grab the recorded video, uploading it, which is basically what I'm going to have to do once I'm done with this. I could publish this to YouTube, this video, which is what I did last night with the Zoom app. I'd go here, publish to YouTube. I'd come here. I already created a YouTube channel that is a prerequisite. So if you haven't done that already, you would go to YouTube, make sure you're logged in with your Northwestern account, create a channel. You'll see the button that says create channel. Once that's done, you will actually see your name popped up in this list. You can label it as private, public, or unlisted, and it will automatically upload this to YouTube's your YouTube channel and start processing it for viewing. Super easy. The feature I think that most of you will really enjoy is this share to classroom. So now, again, remember we did like this presentation here, and I wanted to have students respond, or maybe it's just material or what have you. I could click share to classroom. It will actually go out, look into my Google account, my Google Classroom, see what classrooms I am teaching. So I'm going to use this one as an example, Dr. Sosnovic's classroom. I then have 4 actions I could do. I could create this as an assignment. I could just post this video and ask a question. I can make an announcement, or I could create it as just material. I'm going to do this as a question. So once I do it as a question, I click go. It preloads this video for me and allows me to ask the question. So again, what is my question? So what specific skill in the portrait of a graduate presentation was most impactful for you? Right? Question. I could then choose multiple choice. I could choose short answer. I could provide additional instructions. I could then also assign, so additional instructions. I'll just put some fake content in here. I could assign this to a specific student or all students. Now, as most of you know, my son Austin and Stone go to school here, so I hijacked his Google account, and so you could see it's posting to all students. But if I wanted to, I could maybe for some supplemental support or enrichment, I could send this video right to a specific student if I needed to. I have it right now selected for all students. I could, because it's an assignment, I could say ungraded, or I could give it a point score as well. I'm going to leave this one as ungraded. You could make a due date. I'll say students need to complete this by 5 p.m. on the 26th. And if my classroom had it, I could have different topics. So as you think about how you instruct and how you organize your classroom and the topics that you're instructing on in the curriculum, you could break this up and group it into different topic areas as well. Students can reply to each other. Students could edit their answer. So I'm going to say students could reply to each other because I want maybe as part of the instructions, you must respond to at least 2 other students' posts. So, so not only now do I have this question, but I'm telling them beyond that, they must respond to at least 2 other students' posts. So I click ask. Automatically, what it does is it takes that video and posts it to my Google Classroom. And so what does that look like from a student standpoint? I am logged in to my Google Classroom as Austin, my son. So from a student perspective, and let me just refresh this, it will instantly post on their stream. So now you could see it's posted. They could come in here, they could watch the video. So if they click on it, You'll see the video will play. Countdown. And once that countdown is up, it's recording. It's also, you can tell. So after they're done watching that video, put class assignments in here. And most of you are familiar with Google Classroom. What we could do then as well is, if we had it enabled, we could type our answer in here, or, there's another method as well. If it was assigned material, you could actually have them create a Google Doc and turn that in as well. So, what specific skill POG presentation was most impactful for you? We'll say the empathy part. So turn in, submit, turn in. If I go back to my classroom as a teacher, you'll see that it's also posted, and you'll see that everything is working and flowing. One student turned in a reply. Here's the reply. Students then would also be able to see, replies if you set that up, and then post to each other's, comments. So that's how Screencastify works in a nutshell. Other sharing features, you could do the embed code if you were using this, in like Canvas or something along those lines. It also allows you to send it an email or generate a QR code. If you really wanted to, you can download this automatically. But one nice thing that I like about it is that as soon as I'm done recording, I don't have to remember about saving it. It automatically loads it to my Google Drive. So it will be in my Google Drive in a folder called Screencastify for me to find later on. And I don't have to worry about, whether I saved it or I lost my work. So this is Screencastify. I hope this was helpful. If you have any other topics you want me to cover in more depth, please shoot them to me and I'll try to make videos for folks. Thank you. And